Okay, Nelson, you received by email the verb list I sent you, didn't you?
Yeah, I received.
Okay, can you see it now?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the reason I made this list is because of the problems people have with the pronunciation of regular verbs in English with the ed. For example, you can see I have the list divided into three groups. The first group, the final sound is a d, but the important thing is you don't pronounce separately the ed. So let's repeat the first four verbs. Repeat after me, please.
Okay.
Arrive, arrived.
Arrive, arrived.
So we're doing present and past. Call,
Okay.
called.
Call, called.
Change, changed.
Change, changed.
Clean, cleaned.
Clean, cleaned.
Now look at the next section where the final sound is a T. Let's do the same
Okay.
thing. Repeat the first three or four verbs.
Okay.
Bake, baked.
Bake, baked.
Brush, brushed.
Brush, brushed.
Cook, cooked.
Cook, cooked.
Dress, dressed.
Dress, dressed.
Now look at the final section on the list, and this is actually the most important one on the page, because when the verb ends in T or in D, there are less verbs that end in D, usually they end in T. This is when you actually do pronounce the ED as a separate syllable. So once
Okay.
again, let's repeat the first three or four verbs.
Okay.
Hate, hated.
Hate, hated.
Paint, painted.
Paint, painted.
Plant, planted.
Plant, planted.
Rent, rented.
Rent, rented.
Okay, let me ask you a few simple questions with the same verbs, and
Okay.
just what we just did before. What time did you arrive to work yesterday?
Uh, Yesterday I arrived to work at 9 o'clock.
And how many people did you call?
I think I called 7 people.
And what time did you change your clothes yesterday?
Yesterday I changed my clothes at about 11 p.m.
Okay, let's go to the second section with the T sound.
Okay.
What did Isabel bake yesterday?
Yesterday Isabel didn't bake anything. We have a dinner out. We
And
had a dinner out.
we had dinner out.
Exactly.
Um, and what time did you brush your teeth yesterday?
Yesterday I think I brushed my teeth at around midnight.
And how many times did Isabel cook Portuguese dishes last week?
Well, I, I think the last week is not a very good example because in the next week I think Isabel, neither Isabel or me, we haven't cooked anything.
Oh, okay. Here, let's go to the last section. Same thing. When you were young, who did you hate?
Well, I can't remember anyone that I really hated when I was young.
Okay, good for you. And
Yeah.
and what color did your father paint his house last year?
Well, I think my father painted his house white.
And how many trees did you plant in your hometown last year?
In my hometown last year, well, I can't remember any tree I've planted last year. I'm not a farmer.
Okay, good. Okay, we'll go back and do some of the other verbs later, okay?
Okay.